Finners, I've got to start with our upcoming Jockeys match against an AP McCoy 11. What's the latest on that? What can you tell us?
Tickets are available. We've started working on it. We've sold quite a bit of hospitality. There's still quite a lot left as well. There's various different options available for sponsorship, mascot packages. We've got quite a few names in the mix now from both teams. Harry Redknapp is going to be managing the Jockeys, who of course have AP McCoy. I had a feeling you were going to ask me this, so I wrote down a few names. AP McCoy, Sam Twiston-Davies, Paddy Brennan, David Bass, David Bargery. In goal they're going to have Conrad Logan from Rochdale, Alan Corley, another jockey, Francis Jeffers is going to be making an appearance, and then other jockeys that are going to be around on the night but not playing are Richard Johnson, Tom Scudamore and Aidan Coleman. And from the Legends point of view, the Cheltenham Town old boys, it'll be John Ward in charge, Chris Banks, Tony Naylor, Grant McCann, Martin Devaney, Mike Duff and many more. I'd better give Damien Spencer a mention here because he cries if I don't give him a mention when I'm listing the players. So big Damien Spencer will be making an appearance as well. And we've also got a penalty shootout at half time where a lot of the local yards, Fergal O'Brien, Nigel Twiston-Davies, John Joe O'Neill, Kim Bailey, Martin Kitely and Alan King will all have their yards represented. And in goal we're going to have Wayne Shaw of Sutton United fame, so that should be interesting and a little bit of fun on the night as well.
Sounds like to be something for everyone. Obviously some massive names from the jockey world, and obviously for Cheltenham fans some legends, as we call them, are coming back. Yeah,
that's right, and there's racing on down at Presbury Park on the day, so people can go down there during the day if they're not working and then come and join us in the evening. And like you said, there's something for everyone, the racing, fraternity and football, lots of ex-players and you know, that will be playing in the game and also around the place, meeting people, and it should be a good night for all, and hopefully we'll raise a lot of money for the injured jockeys.
Yeah, so it was obviously going to be a really good night, but there's a sort of more important meaning behind the night. It's all to raise money for some good causes. Yeah,
some very good causes. These jockeys that we've named earlier, I'm sure they've all used the injured jockeys fund in the past to rehabilitate themselves. And as a footballer, you know, or an ex-footballer, we know what injuries that they go through. Probably a lot worse than what we ever went through, but they seem to keep getting back on the horse and carrying on, and a lot of that's down to the injured jockeys. So it's a good cause, and also an amount of the funds will be going to the British Heart Foundation, which is obviously close to the club's heart with the Colin Farmer passing in the summer, and more recently, obviously, Gary Johnson, our manager, having heart surgery as well. So two great charities, and hopefully we'll raise plenty of money.
How can fans get involved? Are tickets already on sale now? Or they?
Yeah, tickets are on sale. If you visit the club website and go onto the ticketing area, they're available online. They'll also be available on the turnstiles on the evening. £10 for adults, £5 for under 16s and concessions.
Moving away from the Jockeys match, other commercial areas, what's been going on? What kind of opportunities have people got coming up?
We've got pre-match dining available for the Grimsby game. We're very busy for Morecambe and Hartlepool, but we do have availability for Grimsby, so if anybody's looking for an opportunity to join us before the end of the season, get in for the Grimsby game. We've still got a little bit of availability. It's obviously an early kick-off now, 1 o'clock, so we'll be asking guests to arrive at about 11:15 on the day. Anybody interested, give me a call.
I guess we better talk about football. We have to admit that we're in a relegation fight now in the bottom of League 2. I know you've been in relegation fights before. What can you tell us about it? How is it different from a normal season? What changes?
It's tough because, you know, every game that you go into is so important. Same whether you're at the top end or the bottom end. And it's tough, you know, when you're on a losing run. You've got to stick together. You've got to keep believing in yourselves. You've got to keep trying to do the right things. And sometimes you've just got to go back to the drawing board, back to basics, work hard, stick together, and hopefully you get the results that get you over the line. I think we're in a much better position than the two below us, for example. But obviously after 4 defeats, we'll be keen to get some points back on the board and no better place to start than Morecambe on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think very important. You know, they're struggling themselves. I think they've had 5 defeats on the bounce. So pretty important game for us. You know, only 3 home games left. So yeah, I think Saturday's going to be a big one, and hopefully 3 points will just about see us over the line if results go for us.
Fingers crossed. Just one final question for you. I've seen a few questions on Twitter, and I and myself am interested. What's the latest on this Legends match? I'm playing, can't wait. But a few people have been asking me what's the deal with that.
Yeah, it's the last of the crowdfunder events that we need to organise. There are a couple of other games due to go onto the pitch next season, charity games as well, that are part of the crowdfunder. But the Legends game, we're hoping will take place on the club's fun day or open day, if that's what you want to call it, which is normally organised by the Robins Trust. So once we get a date for the open day at the club, it's normally a Sunday during July. We'll get dates and times out to everyone involved, and hopefully we can make a good day of it and have a good game of football, and maybe have a beer after as well.
Brilliant, can't wait. Cheers, Dennis.
Cheers, George.